What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Liberal man shows how masculine he is. I don't know why conservative white men believe they have a monopoly on masculinity. All right? I have no idea. They equate liberalism or progressiveness with gayness or with weakness. But the thing is, liberals and progressives are strong enough, if they happen to be gay out in the open and not be afraid to be in the closet like 99.99% of white Christian conservatives who are in fact gay, like most of the Republican Party, because they always crash Grindr when they get together to in their little hate rallies, right? Which those are the weak ones. So Republicans who are pretending to be strong, pretending to be masculine, right? They are hiding their weaknesses by protruding all their insecurities onto the liberals, onto progressives. And I think that white progressives are starting, and white liberals are starting to get upset about this. And I think they're starting to notice that all the things equating to lesbianism, homosexualism, trans, this all is all on the lesbian, it's all on the liberal side or all on the progressive side. But let me remind you, the most prominent transgenders are Republicans. The most popular transgender is a Republican YouTuber. Okay, remember the Bud Light commercial? Remember the Bud Light? That was a conservative trans white man, conservative, right? You have the log cabin Republicans. Those are super fabulous Republicans, all right? They like to pretend like they don't exist, but they do in fact exist, okay? In abundance. It's just that they're part of white society that have issues coming out of the closet. And because they suppress their true emotions, their true feelings, they project all of that onto other people. And they label what they perceive to be the opposition, they label them the things that they truly are. But the only difference is the progressives and the progressives and the liberals are not afraid to be who they are and deal with those consequences out in the open, while the Republicans, the conservatives, because they want to be conservative or because they live in places where it's shunned upon, because we're talking about super Christians, Christian cults, Christian evangelicals, they hide it and they try to overcompensate with extra overt toxic masculinity, all right? But anyway, without further ado, let this super masculine man explain to you how liberals and progressives are just as masculine as anybody else. Anyway, without further ado, this is Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
I couldn't find the original video, but there's a critter on here and asked if there's any leftist, left-leaning liberal men who are masculine, if you will. So I was tagged a few times, not in the original video, but in a stitch. So I was trying to find the original. So here we go. And it depends on what you mean by masculine. Is it this? Is this what you're looking for? Or is it somebody who knows how to use one of these? Or somebody who knows how to chop their own firewood? Or maybe has one of these and knows how to fix these right here? Or somebody who uses one of these on a regular basis? Or maybe somebody who uses one of these on a regular basis for taking care of stuff around the farm? Or perhaps this wonderful tool. Or maybe it's woodworking, where you build gates and do your own hardwood floors and put your own trim up and router out your own stuff. Maybe it's that. Or maybe knowing how to use one of these. Or is it just bald guys with tattoos and scars, and those are two totally different things? Or is it somebody who drinks this? So I guess it all depends on what you mean by masculine, or what you consider masculine. I also make my own bread, make my own furniture. So I guess how you look at what is masculine is a big important factor here. See, I don't see any of those things as masculine. I just think they're a part of life, right? However, what I do think is masculine is knowing right from wrong and standing up for what's right. In spite of consequences, regardless of consequences, standing up for what's right, no matter who's around. That's integrity. Now, I'll put that up there with masculinity, if you will, because it takes courage to stand up against 10 people, to stand up if you're the only one in the crowd and say, hey, that ain't right. And this is where I'm going to lose some folks. Because knowing what's right from wrong, you actually have to understand things. This is where an education comes into play, right? You can believe something is right or wrong, but until you get into the depths of what is actually right and wrong and how we're evaluating that stuff, having a feeling about something really doesn't mean shit. Can you validate it? Can you look at the epistemology of where we're at? Do you have empathy? Can you see the world from other people's eyes? Can you step out of your own shoes and try to see what the world may be like for somebody else? If you can do that, then you can start to see what's actually right and wrong and make that determination, and then stand up for what you believe in. Now, I will say that I'm actually pretty proud of a pizza I made the other day. I made it from scratch. I did buy the flour, but I made the dough. I did buy the oil, and I did buy the milk. But I made my own cheese from that milk. I made my own crust. I grew all the tomatoes. I grew the basil, I grew the oregano, I made my own sauce. All the veggies that were toppings were out of my garden. The meat that was on there were from animals that I raised and butchered myself. So I got to sit down and make a pizza that pretty much came almost 100% from my farm. Okay, what, 3 things were not in there, so maybe 80%. Yeah, not good at the math. But I'm proud of that. Now, is that masculine? I don't know. Don't care. But I'm proud of that one. All the other stuff might be traits of masculinity, but they don't make you a man, right? You following? Because being able to put holes in a target downrange is a cool skill, but that doesn't make you a man. Being able to chop firewood is a skill. It doesn't make you a man. Being able to lift weights doesn't make you a man. Being able to fight is extremely helpful, but it doesn't make you a man. In my opinion, what makes someone a man is the ability to take all the skills you have and use those to protect your community, protect the people around you, to make the world a better place. That's what makes you a man. Taking everything you've learned and trying to make the world better. Standing up for those who don't have as much as you, taking care of those around you. When you put a hand out, it's to help somebody up, not to strike them down. When you cut somebody off with the legs, doesn't mean you stand taller. Use the skills that you have to make the world a better place. That's a man.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.